man. So, okay, we're rocking now. So let me know when you see that.
Right.
Yeah, Zach, you saw that the disappearing message.
Yeah.
Like that was like a couple days ago. I was like,
Whoops.
what is he talking about? Yeah. Cool.
Rookie move.
Live. Cool. There we are.
I
All
see.
right. What is up, guys? This is going to be exciting. I am pumped for tonight. We are all pumped for tonight. This has been something that's been in the works for a while. Just so you know, before, as you guys are tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're a first-time listener, we're going to give you a little bit of I'll tee this up in just a second and let you know what to expect tonight. But if you're a brand new listener, let us know where you're tuning in from. Say what's up in the comments, just so we can know if our visual and audio are both good. Sometimes we have some glitches. So with that, I say Charles is tuning in now. Say what's up, guys. Let us know where you're at. Charles, you don't have to say what's up. We know where you're at. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
Then you guys, yeah, dude.
Let's
Charles
go.
Yeah, he's rocking and rolling. Dude, our new guy today, I had a call with our new guy, and he's down 17 pounds in 2 weeks. I was like, did you cut off an arm? Bro, like, what? Yeah, like, it's exciting. So, cool. All right. So for tonight, man, like this is going to be a little bit different than our normal live stream. For those of you guys that showed up tonight, if you're brand new to our group, just so you know, basically we do sell things. I mean, obviously this is part of our business. Part of our business model is to continue to add value to you guys on a week-to-week basis and help you as much as possible at the free level. However, we do have services that we offer, and most of our live streams are normally all value at the beginning. We're going to give you strategies. We're going to go deep. We're going to talk about, how we help men achieve optimal health for peak performance, but also become the most elite version of themselves. I want to just go ahead and be transparent with you guys. You're going to start to see a lot more talk about leadership, growth, personal development, really our vision for the guys that we're working with, because what we're seeing right now is that guys are getting healthy, they're achieving optimal health, and they want more out of life, right? They want to go on and do bigger things. They want fulfillment in other areas of life. And so what we're doing is we're helping obviously with health, but we're all three very big believers with leadership, growth, personal development. We're all in business, business networks where we've hired our own mentors in terms of business, mindset, and really, so we're going to be incorporating a lot more of that kind of stuff into our approach, because health is just the vehicle. And we want you guys to know that when you get healthy and you're confident, both inside and outside, it starts to open up other doors, other avenues in your life. All right. Health is a necessity. Health is wealth. And without it, you don't have much. But we want to take it beyond that, man. And what we're seeing is these guys want more of the content that we've started putting out in our Unleash Your Legacy program. They're eating it up. Like our private clients are loving what's going on over there right now, because they want more of it. They want to be better men. They want to be better leaders. They want to grow in every area of their life. They want to develop themselves personally. They want their relationships to be better. And so I just want you to know tonight is really going to be more about, or mostly about, Unleash Your Legacy, which is our premier partnership program. Okay. So if you're brand new, know that the majority of our live streams are all value. We're going to sit here and we're going to help you. We're going to give you guys strategies and help you take actionable steps to get to where you want to be. With all that being said, tonight is a unique opportunity, if you're brand new, to hear more about what we do and kind of go behind the scenes. So what Zach and I and Anthony are going to do tonight is talk a little bit about, we're going to tell some stories. We're going to dive deep into a little bit about what's going on the other side with us. We're going to talk about some ways that, that you could potentially partner with us in the future if now is not the right time. But obviously, if you've seen our posts the last couple of days, we are running a promotion right now. I'm just going to be real honest with you guys. I have no reason to beat around the bush about this. This will be mostly us promoting our program because we believe in the results that we're cranking out on a week-to-week basis. We're averaging right now over 100 pounds of fat loss in a very small community. Now, this is not, there's 3,100-ish guys in this group right now.
Right.
Other side, about 35-ish, somewhere around there. So night and day difference in terms of, the time and efficiency that we can help out in our private program. So wanted to tee that up. excited about this. I'm getting the notifications now, like that Charles is watching like 90 times, right? It's like, I've got Charles Branham is watching, like, like, there's gotta be some kind of Facebook glitch. So Charles, I know you're tuning in, my man, and I'm happy
We got
to
you,
see
buddy.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, we got you back, man. So, cool. So with all that being said, we're just going to dive in, man. We don't have, there's no agenda tonight, other than adding as much value about our premier program that we possibly can and answering any questions that you guys have.
Yeah.
So questions right now, drop them in the comments. We're going to answer any and everything that you got, except do not ask us how much it costs. Okay. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The cost depends on your level of needs and our level of mentorship. And there are a couple of different tiers. And so without talking to you and figuring out if we can even help you first, then there is no cost. The cost is, what is it costing you right now to stay stuck where you're at? Okay. If you can do it on your own, we encourage you to do it on your own. We want to see the obesity epidemic plummet. But the reality is we know that a lot of guys need help, and we're there to help you. And so that's really the way that I wanted to tee this up tonight. Zach, Anthony, let's just cut it up, man. Let's jam about this for a little bit. Let's dive in. First of all, and then I'll actually pull up in a minute. Let me see if I can even do it. Yeah. So in a minute, we'll take you behind the scenes, or we'll go over a couple of client client wins. We're very big on celebrating wins. That's how you stack these things up and build momentum, man. So let's dive in, man. What do you guys want to jam on first? Because let's throw it all out there tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to touch on a couple things you said that we're bringing new to the group that you hit on. So for me and stuff that I've preached prior to this, and now that we've got our partnership and with our private group that we coach, fitness is the foundation of all things success, right? So if you guys cannot take care of your own body and take care of the one thing that's with you at all times of the day, right? You can't get rid of your body. You can't get rid of your health. It's always going to be with you. If you guys can't take care of that, how do you expect to take care of everything else going on? Your business, your family, your relationships, your mindset, your knowledge, all those things. So fitness is the foundation. You get that in line, everything else magically, and it does take work, right? But for some reason, some way, everything else kind of falls in line, right? You're more confident. You've got, you walk into a room and you know you're the guy, right? That's what it's about. So I just want you guys to understand, not only are we getting you healthy and in longevity and long-term of life, but everything else that's going to happen because of this, on top of this, is going to be phenomenal for you guys, right? So it's not just about, yes, we want to get you healthy. Absolutely, we want to get you more energy. We want you feeling better, longer lifespan, all those things, be able to enjoy life, have a better mindset, better, I already said energy, right? All that's great, but there's a lot of, what do we call it? A lot of extra things.
The hidden costs and the
hidden
benefits,
costs, right?
Yeah.
Hidden benefits.
Shout out to Rick. He's in the comments
Yeah,
right
Rick's
now.
here tonight. What's going on, my man?
There we go,
we're
Rick.
so pumped for you, but yeah.
Yeah, so that was the point I wanted to make, guys. Like, we want to help you, and a lot of people, you guys are here because you maybe have tried it in the past and need the help now, and that's okay. If you tried it and failed, we're here to help you get past that. That's a lesson. Now we're going to move on from it. We're going to help you. That's what we're here for. So don't look at it as a cost, like Jason was saying. This is an investment in you. Much rather have you invest in yourself now than pay for your sickness later, right? And that's what it's all about. Be proactive instead of reactive. I'll get off my soapbox, but just wanted to touch on
it's a great soapbox, and I'm going to throw that out there. Is like we hate going down the more morbid talk path, but the reality is, dude, like you want to pay $10,000 to have a heart attack, or pay $50,000 to spend weeks or months in an ICU because you had a stroke. Like, these things happen. And I worked in ICU for 6 years, man. Like, I've seen it firsthand. There's a lot of guys in this group that are even older than some of the guys that I saw having massive heart attacks right in front of their family in ICU. And so when you talk about invest in your health now and pay for it later, that's the reality. Is like, if you have a fixed mindset and you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't have that right now, or maybe I don't want to put myself in more debt. Reality is, dude, like, what do you have to lose? Your health is the most important asset you have. Like, each one of us have all invested in our health, in our business, and in many areas of our life. And sometimes you got to take a step back financially to take a huge step forward with quality of life. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to sit here and I don't like the morbid path, the scare talk, because that's not the way that we operate. But we're going to present the facts.
It's
for you,
true,
dude,
man.
and like,
but it's true.
It's 100% true.
It's reality.
It's true. When you ask, like literally, when you ask, what do you have to lose? Literally, depending on how bad it is, your life. We don't like going down that path, but it needs to be a reality check for some people sometimes. And like I said, we don't like to talk about that because a lot of these things, especially chronic diseases, like what a lot of people don't realize is, here's a stat, like 75 cents out of every dollar spent is in healthcare is spent on chronic diseases. And what a lot of people don't realize is 80+% of chronic disease can actually be prevented. So why the hell is it not prevented? 73% of men over the age of 20 in America are overweight or obese. Mm-hmm. Almost one in every 5 child is obese in America. Like there's something going on here, and it's wrong.
Yeah,
it's wrong. No. It needs to be fixed. I don't want to go down the morbid thing, but the morbid lane. But I do like that you touched on things that what we're trying to do, which is the whole leadership things, becoming just better men, and like overall, because as you progress through your fitness journey, you are going to become a role model, whether you like it or not.
100%.
There are going to be people in your life, but we did touch on this I believe it was last week, who will hate on you, who will be like,
that was in our private call, man. And like,
I think we touched on it a little bit on last week's call as well, though, just a little bit. But they're going to hate on you a little bit. Like, who does this guy think he is, trying to be the best version of himself? Right. But the fact of the matter is, once you do become the best version of yourself, they're going to be asking you how you did it.
Yeah. 100%, dude. You lead by example, and you become a role model for people that you never even expected that you'd be a role model for. And when you use health as the vehicle to become the most elite version of yourself, because that's it, man. Like, you lay that foundation, and again, other doors open up for you. I was talking to a prospect today. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to join us. We got a call next week, dude. It was one of those calls where him and I hit it off so much on like the mindset level. Like, this guy, he was us, right? He's the guy that you wish you could talk to every single time. You guys out there right now, this is nothing against any one of you. I know we have some clients in here. I love you guys, but sometimes there's we talk to a lot of guys, man. Like, that's what we do is we talk to guys. Before I go to this story, because you guys are going to like this story, I believe, I dropped a link in the comments, and it says, "Ready to unleash your legacy," and it has our calendar link for a free health game plan call. I want to tee that up right now so that you already know, so you can see that thing sitting there in the comments. There's a trophy next to it. All right. We don't believe in participation trophies here. That's a gold trophy because we don't tolerate failure. Rick was in the comments right now saying we saved his life. Like, the bottom line, Rick started at like close to 390, man. He's under 300 pounds in 6 months, dropped 84.5 pounds. That 0.5 means a hell of a lot because he's worked his ass off for it. In less than 6 months, dude. Like it's crazy. He beat Justin's record, man. Justin was 75 in 6 months. And like, we've had some guys hit 70, 65, 70, but Rick is out in front right now with that. And like, that's a gold trophy, man. You deserved it. You earned it. And I can't wait to see what the next 6 months holds for you. So if you guys love what you hear tonight, and we're going to go into unpack a little bit behind the scenes, but if you love what you hear tonight, tap that link and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. All right. That link is going to take you to Zach's calendar or my calendar. That Anthony's is not on there right now. We're going to add his soon because we're going to run out, but it's going to take you to my calendar or Zach's calendar. It's a 15-minute call, guys. There's nothing for sale on the 15-minute call. It is our gate, okay, our pearly gate, if you will, to say, nope, we don't want to work with you, or you seem like you could really use our help and you seem like an ideal candidate for us. Let's plan another call so that we can see if this is a good match and potentially change your life, right? Change the entire trajectory of your life. We don't do one call anymore. This first call is set up in a way for us to protect ourselves, respect your time, respect our time, and just figure out if we can even help. And so literally, you have nothing to lose. We won't even try to sell you anything on the first call. So I want to preface that with this, is that if you are a guy who doesn't want to get on a Zoom call with us, we don't want to work with you. That's plain and simple. You will be spending a lot of time on Zoom face-to-face with us if we are your guys, if we are your mentors, if we are the guys that are going to take you to a whole nother life that you may be dreaming about right now. We're going to be spending a lot of time face-to-face. So if you don't like our ugly mugs and you don't want to be on a Zoom call with us, we're not your guys, dude. Like, that's it. And so don't even click the link if you're not going to sign up for a call. So with that being said, I'm going to share a quick story about a guy that I spoke with today. Again, I believe he's going to join us, dude. Like, this guy, it was that synergy, you know, and Zach and Anthony, you guys, we all have people in our network where it's like, you start to talking to him and it's like, it's a big thinker, right? Like he's 53 and he's like, dude, I'm just now getting started. I've got so much that I want to accomplish in my life. I need my health to become the most elite version of myself. I know that I'm going to crush more sales. I'm going to sell more $1 million homes if I get in shape and I'm confident enough to go out there and do it and compete against the people who are currently selling $1 million homes. He's like, I know that if I get in shape and I want to go and like get a promotion within my own company, that's going to be a lot easier said or a lot easier done if I'm confident and I'm fit, and that my competition is the fat, sloppy guy that looks unkept and doesn't take care of himself. And I know those are the facts. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm not going to disagree. Whether that's right or wrong, I'm not going to disagree with anything you said because I know it's the facts. And so he's thinking on big levels. This guy was talking about becoming a motivational speaker, becoming, doing more work with his church and serving the Lord. And like, dude, he's thinking big stuff. He's like, that's what I need. Like that ticket to be able to do that stuff, because I know that health is wealth. And that's the only way that I'm going to be able to fulfill those, you know, those desires, those passions, and what my true purpose, my true calling is on this earth. He goes, I also want to buy a house on Myrtle Beach. He goes, I live in Myrtle Beach right now. I want to buy a house on the beach. I know that in order to do that, I need my health so I can go out there and crush my career and be able to do that. He goes, I know that this is the vehicle that I need. And so, you know, like, that's the guy that, like, those guys, I'm like, come join us, man. Like, we've got you back. We're going to take you to the promised land. You are already action taker mode. You've got this, your eye on the prize. All you need is the tools to get there. And if you guys listening right now, if you feel that way, you want more out of life, you want to be a better man, a better leader, you want to grow, you want to develop personally, and you want to use optimal health as the vehicle to accomplish great things in your life, like, tell you right now, you're not going to find a better team than us. So I'll just drop the mic and turn it over to you guys, man. And let's chat some testimonials, some success stories we're seeing right now inside the community. If you guys want to open that up a little bit, we have some questions too. We'll hit those in a minute.
Yeah, I think something you guys need to be aware of too. Okay, sorry, real quick. Something you guys need to be aware of. We all start at a different place, right? So everybody in this group has a little bit different goals. Some might be maybe lose 5 pounds, lose a couple percent body fat percentage. Some might be put on 10 pounds of lean mass. Like Jason, your goal, Zach, your goal, my goal, all different spots as well. We've done bodybuilding, we've done physique shows. We've also been fat slobs and had to lose a bunch of weight and be like ultra lean, right? Super crazy lean. So we've done it all. So I just want you guys to understand this doesn't have to be just for people that want to get healthier and lose a bunch of weight. It absolutely is for that, but there's a lot of different avenues we can go with you guys, and we've done it all, right? And we've all had our own experiences with this. So
I'm glad you brought that up, because we'll use this as we'll kind of bookend it, right? Like we've got a client right now who came in at over 400. That was the top end. I have a guy that I'm talking to right now who's at 525, and I'm like, dude, like, let's talk more, right? And so, but we've had guys that have come in over 400. And then we have a guy right now, a couple guys actually, that are in the program specifically for becoming a better man, becoming and fully entrenched in a community of guys that are going to lift them up on the days when life kicks you in the face. But like 2 of these guys, their specific goals are to gain lean muscle mass and actually gain weight. One of our guys came in pretty underweight, and he's made amazing strides working with us. So it's definitely not about just weight loss. However, what we do, and depending on what your goals are, I'm like, with this guy, we take a little bit different approach, right? We want you to eat more. But with guys who are wanting to lose weight, the nutrition aspect, there's some little nuances that you know fit the different needs, right? It's not all about. We are not a cookie cutter solution. We are not a one size fits all approach. We teach core concepts: sleep optimization, stress management, setting up a morning routine that's going to serve you and serve you at a high level so you can perform powerfully and consistently every single day. Our optimal nutrition protocols, really, where are you at right now? What are your goals? And we're going to align that with you. And then our fitness elevation method. Let's get you a foundation built and take you to where you want to go. So there are core concepts, but you guys, what we have to realize is that every single person, every single guy in this group is an individual as well. We are communicators. So we're going to basically teach our core concepts at a group level and then help you at a personal level take your health to where you need to go, right? We are communicators. And so just wanted to put that out there, but I'm glad you brought that up, Anthony, because yeah, what we do in this whole new layer that we're adding, it's going to be attractive to a lot of guys when it comes to leadership, personal development, growth, really using health and leveraging health as that avenue. So I think that was a good point that you brought up there. So Rick had to check out, but you guys want to just share his screen? Did you guys see his recent post? Did you guys both see that?
I did.
Yeah.
Dude's killing it, man. I mean, I know how you say that he's dropped 87 pounds, but honestly, he's dropped more weight than that. It's just that because he's training as well, he's actually putting on a lot of lean mass at the same time, which is kind of taking away a little bit of that credit in terms of weight loss. He's probably down. He's probably down like 100.
I bet you he is. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, we can talk about the weight loss all day, but let's talk about this. Like, this guy is a new man. He talks about quality of life way more than the weight loss. The guy is out there chasing his dog around the yard. He's out there trucking the ballpark at Comerica Park, watching Tigers games, dude, where like he could barely get up the stairs before. So yeah, it's not about the fat loss, but dude, look at his quality of life, dude. He's literally a new person. He messaged me earlier and was like, dude, like you guys literally changed my life.
Plus he's off, 7 or 8 medications?
Yeah. It's nuts, dude. What do you got, Andy?
Cholesterol points are way down. I was just going to say, like, I didn't meet Rick before. Like, I didn't get the opportunity to talk to him, so I don't know what he was like before he started working with us, but his confidence level is like through the roof.
It's insane.
It is like you would not believe, like, just his personality, his attitude on life, everything. Like, and maybe he's always been that way, but I can't imagine it was always like that until some of this stuff started changing for him. So it's just fun to see.
No, 100%, dude. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes over here real quick and show you Rick's post, man. Like, it deserves more. Look at this, guys. Like, you guys, it's insane. It's crazy what 6 months can mean to your life, especially when you get dialed in. Look at day one stacks versus Sunday. Consumed over 30 juicy cheeseburgers, a dozen orders of fajitas, chops, steaks, plates of barbecue, mac and cheese, drank a lot of beer and had share of whiskey and tequila. Bottom line, I ate like a man. 84.5 pounds lost of 17.2% body fat, gained 10 pounds of lean muscle mass, lost 94.14 pounds of fat mass, lost 20 inches in his belly, gained 3.5 inches in his biceps, 6 inches in his chest. The list goes on. Off over 7 medications with doctor approval, down 60 points in cholesterol, sleep apnea gone, increased stamina, energy, strength, never took a fat burner, no fad diets, dude. Like, that is optimal health, man. Like, that is optimizing all areas of your health. And like, he's just one example. So I want to talk about like let's talk about some of the newer posts that we've seen from some of the new guys coming in, because like I saw a post the other day where a guy came in and he's like, look, I don't post much, guys, but like I'm finally like, and I was a slow starter, but I've got all the pillars dialed in now. And like, my quality of life is literally night and day difference. He goes, I never knew how much sleep and stress management would impact. Like, he goes, I wake up every day literally ready to take on my day, and I'm just getting started. And that was like after a few weeks, man. Like, he literally, the results happen so quickly for these guys once they come in and like get everything plugged in. Seth's down. Geez, dude, like, have you guys seen Seth side by side?
Seth looks great.
He looks great.
Yeah, dude. He's looking like a lean dude. I'm excited for him because he's got a vacation coming up. So summer is on its way. And this is a great time to really talk about working with us. Because if you have a desire to take your shirt off for summer, we can help with that. But Seth has a vacation coming up with no kids, dude. And I would imagine he's going to be probably the fittest guy in his group, man. And it's no better feeling than that, man. No better feeling than have that kind of confidence. So let's what do you guys want to jam on? Like, there's some questions. Zach, did you see what are those questions?
I didn't see any questions necessarily, but I did see a couple comments when it comes to plateauing. There's a couple guys that think that they're in a plateau. I'll tell you, man, based on my experience before I even partnered up with Jason and Anthony, most of the time when people believe that they're in a plateau, 90% of the time they're not. It's just that they don't actually know how much or what kind of foods they're consuming. So they're actually just eating more than they believe. So first and foremost, I mean, it's a very simple answer. If you think you're in a plateau, more than likely, unless you're really tracking what you're eating, you're probably not. You're probably just eating a little more than you think. It's not going to come down to your routines or workout regimens because you can't outwork a bad diet. Everybody knows that because you burn hardly any calories when you're weightlifting, man. Compared to how much calories you can eat from, like, say, one cookie, for instance, if you were to eat something like that. So I would actually take a step back for you guys that think you're in a plateau and actually just really, really maybe even write down your food, and just so that you can at least see a visual of how much you're actually eating. That might be it. That literally one change in that, just being cognizant, being aware of what you're actually eating, and you take one little step back on what you're eating, that might make all the difference for you. So you guys might not be in a plateau is pretty much the bottom line.
Well, and you gotta, the whole plateau thing, it's easy to get that when you don't keep seeing numbers moving. And so one thing that we do, one aspect that we really encourage is not relying on one tool to measure your progress, right? Like, you can use a scale all you want, but when you're doing measurements like Rick, when you do body stats and actually take measurements or have a body fat scale, dude, it's a game changer, because then it opens up other possibilities for you to monitor your progress as that body recomposition is changing. You're adding lean muscle mass, you're burning body fat. That's going to change. And when it's happening at the same time, you might not see that scale dip. Weight loss is not linear. Fat loss is not linear. We see guys come in that stagger down the chart. And so, when you start talking about that, like, I'm glad you brought that up, because it's such a crucial aspect. We got another question, or was it more of a comment, but like, where did it go? Well, geez, he says, and I'll kind of I'll let you go with it, Zach, if you want. Hey guys, great to be here. Thanks for your great work. I know you've referenced supplements and you suggest minimal, but pros and cons to things like creatine, CLA, etc. Thanks so much.
CLA is a waste of money. If you want to take creatine monohydrate specifically, because there's going to be other stuff like I forgot, there was something weird, instantized creatine. There's HCl creatine, hydrochloride, I believe it is. Those are all just other people trying to reinvent the wheel. Don't buy those. Those are a waste of money. Creatine monohydrate specifically is the one that is the #1 studied supplement in the entire industry. It's been proven to actually improve performance. I won't get into the whole science of everything, but pretty much it just recycles our energy stores sooner than later so that we can have a more intense workout. It also does increase our intracellular water weight. So and I say intracellular specifically because a lot of people will say, hey, it's making me bloated. It's not making you bloated, man. If you feel bloated, then you're just out of shape. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're just out of shape, because 75%
or
of that,
eating shitty food. Yeah.
Yeah. Because 75% of that bloat is actually intracellular, which is within the muscle, and a well-hydrated muscle is a well-performing one. So, I actually, me personally, I'm a fan of creatine. It doesn't hurt anything. There's been long-term studies on it, and it doesn't affect anything.
I'll add to that.
Negatively.
I'll add to that. So in terms of creatine, man, like, just from the registered nurse point in me, or the that is my root. We'll say that I started in health at all. One thing that I would encourage you to do, man, is if you're going to get on creatine, you want to take it consistently. Cycle on and off of it. Give your kidneys a break. There are some creatine dosing charts, and I used to take creatine quite a bit, and I would cycle on and off of it all year long. I'd give my body about 2 weeks of a break, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, just to clear it all out. To Zach's point, it's dirt cheap. You should never pay more than 10 or 15 bucks for a little jug of it, and that little jug is going to last you a long time. If you do the dosing right, you will do a loading dose, get your cells full of creatine, and then the maintenance dose is a very minimal amount on a day-to-day basis. In the beginning, the loading dose is like 4 times a day for, I think, 5 days. And then it's 1 time a day until you stop it. All right. The point of that is not to draw out the creatine loading process so that your cells fill up with it quickly, and then you only have the maintenance dose to go. to Zach's point, it is the longest studied supplement, absolutely. And it's tried and true, man. It's legal. It definitely helps with performance. You will definitely notice a increase in strength while you're on it. And when you get off of it, you're going to notice a decrease in strength. You're also going to gain some water weight, like Zach said, while you're on it. And you're going to lose some water weight when you come off of it. Me, it was around 4 to 5 pounds, somewhere in there. And my strength would go up on my heavy lifts about 10 pounds while I was on it. That's me speaking from experience, but that's the only supplement in terms of like, it's the term supplement can be used loosely. I take a greens powder. Some people consider that a supplement. I'm supplementing my diet with a greens powder. I take turmeric. That some people would call that a supplement. Some people call that a spice, right? And so really depends on what you define as supplement. But like gym supplements, pre-workout and creatine are the only things that I've really, some other stuff, but that was way back. But with that being said, I only tried one. But with that being said, creatine is definitely a safe supplement to use. You want to cycle on and off of it just to give your kidneys a break. And then we'll put it. Anthony, you want to add anything to that creatine talk?
No, you guys hit it. Creatine's, I think, come a little bit of a ways, but there's nothing that's going to beat proper nutrition, right? I think you can supplement it, but I don't know that it's going to give you such amazing additional results like Jason just alluded to that you guys are going to feel like it's like a no-brainer that, oh my God, I can't live without it kind of thing. It's not, it might give you a little bit of an edge or a little bit of a boost, but it's nothing like groundbreaking, I guess I would say. That's it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think to your point, and we can loop this back around into the pillars, is that when you have everything dialed in, right? Everything is aligned with the person that you want to become. We talk about this often. Your daily habits must be the habits of the guy that you want to become. When that's all aligned and you've got everything dialed in, then adding a supplement like that can really be highly beneficial because you're so dialed in. If you are overweight, you're out of shape, and you're like, I'm going to take some creatine to go put up some iron at the gym, like probably not the best situation for you to do it. I would really try to focus on getting lean, optimizing your health, and then you'll know how your body's going to react to it much better than if you're exhausted, you're out of shape, and you're just not, you're not your best, to Anthony's point. So definitely think it's more of an added layer versus a crutch to say, oh, I'm going to take creatine. So we'll end the creatine soapbox. Let's move forward. Great question, though, man. Glad you brought that up.
Real quick, man. Let me interrupt real fast because Ron did ask if you should take creatine pre-workout. It doesn't matter what time, dude. It's just a matter of saturating the muscles with it as long as you're taking it every day. And just a quick disclaimer: if you do a loading phase, prepare to possibly be on the toilet a bit because the water will follow, and when it's in the intestines, it will follow there. So just a heads up. There's not a
that for a day or two.
They've tested it. There's not a loading phase necessary, but it will saturate it faster if you do.
Yeah. I was just speeding up the process. Ron, to answer your question too, man, like what Zach said, this is all about keeping it in your system on a daily basis. Has zero to do with when you do it, man. It's literally about keeping your cells full of creatine. And that way, it doesn't really matter when you're going to take it as long as it's consistent. So cool. So cardio burns more calories versus weightlifting. Which one burns the most calories? That's from Gary. Gary, great question, man. Our approach is a very multifaceted approach when it comes to working out. I'll just be honest with you, like all of our clients at some point are going to do some interval training. All of our clients are going to do some resistance training, and all of our clients are going to do some steady state cardio. That's the reality of our approach because we believe that they all serve their own purpose. With that being said, in terms of calorie burn, you have to realize that intensity and duration are huge factors when it comes to burning calories. And so depending on what muscle groups you're working, you could go do a heavy leg workout and burn a hell of a lot more calories than you're going to do on 30 minutes on a treadmill. You could do a very intense interval training session and burn a lot more calories than you're going to do on a 5-mile walk. Like that's a loaded question. So it's hard for me to answer it without knowing exactly what the exercise is versus the other one. But they all serve their purpose, man. apple cider vinegar is not going to do much for you, man. Like it's an added layer more than it's not going to hurt you to try it, but these little things out there like that, everybody's searching for the one thing. There's no one thing, man. It's really optimizing your health in all 4 areas and getting the 6 inches between your ears dialed in and ready to do it, man. Ready to commit to change and ready to become the most elite version of yourself. So definitely not going to hurt, but certainly not going to be the answer. Let's see here. Anthony's talking about a huge routine guy, man. You want to touch on that a little bit about how we, how we really help leverage the routine thing? Because I'm a routine guy in my own life. We use different terminology potentially, but the bottom line is, dude, a habit is a habit, and you get into these routines. The morning routine is one thing that we're very big on inside of our program, is setting your day up so that it serves you versus being reactive. So touch on that for us, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, starting off your days with wins and putting it in, programming into your own calendar. Like if you guys aren't living by a calendar already for your business, for your date nights, for your kids' events, sporting events, those kind of things, it starts with setting the appointment with yourself, right? You don't break appointments with your clients and your prospects, and you don't miss your kids' games, right? Why are you missing your appointment with the gym, right? So that's where it really starts. It's keeping the promises you make to yourself and knowing that you're making decisions. These things are going to turn into habits, but initially they're decisions you're making for your future self, right? If you look at it that way, it's going to make it a lot harder to go to the pantry and grab that Oreo, right? Or go skip that workout because you want to sleep for 5 more minutes, right? So there's a lot of things we break down and get really detailed into the private group, but it all boils down to making it easier on yourself, right? So laying out your clothes the night before if you're getting up early to do the workouts, things like that. Sounds simple, but it's about developing those healthy habits and doing those routines. So
I'm glad you went there, because I think what we have to talk about, or what we have to realize, is every little piece that you just mentioned, these are little investments you make. Everybody hears the term investment, right? And they're like, it's an investment is a lot of money, right? Like that's what we think is, if I'm going to make an investment, it's going to be a lot of money. When we talk about investments, man, like invest your time, invest your resources. It's not a sacrifice that you're having to make. It's an investment in your future. When you start thinking about making little investments into your future, flip the script on that nonsense, because you're not sacrificing a night out with Bill at the bar. You're investing in your future because you didn't need to go out with Bill at the bar. You can do that with your other buddy on Saturday night if that's your chosen night, but you didn't need to do it back-to-back nights to put you in a rut. And so start thinking in terms of investing in your future. It doesn't have to be monetarily. If you want to invest with us, you want us to take you to the promised land, we can do that. But when I talk investments, don't think about, I got to sacrifice this and I got to sacrifice that. Anthony talked about scheduling this stuff out on your calendar and that you wouldn't skip these things with your kids or your family or your friends. Well, why are you skipping out on the things that you commit to yourself? Your body is the only one you got. The reality is this, man, like, and the guy that I talked to today, he was like, hey, man, like, I know that at the end of the day, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of anybody else. And I've got a lot of people to take care of in my life, not just my kids, but I've got other people that are counting on me to lift them up when times are rough. He goes, people come to me for help, for motivation, and I'm not my healthiest. So how am I going to take care of other people if I'm not taking care of myself? Then I go back and I was like, the old flight attendant analogy, put your mask on first before anybody else. There's a lot of guys in there in this group right now that would gladly give out anything, any of their time to anybody else in the family, but feel like it's selfish to make themselves a priority, which couldn't be further from the truth, man. And I hate seeing that mentality, because all you're doing is getting further and further away from the man that you could become, and you become the man that you're capable of, the man that you have potential to become. And your whole life changes. That's it. Like, other avenues start to open up for you, man. And now you're like, you know what? I did invest in my health, whether it's hiring us, whether it's investing time at the gym or investing time in your home workout, whether it's investing in better nutrition, investing in more quality sleep, investing in time to set up your day, to manage your day, build out a morning routine that's going to serve you, manage your stress. Like, those are investments, guys. They're not sacrifices. So you gotta flip the script on the mindset stuff. Because at the end of the day, man, like, you want to become that guy. There's not a single one of you in here that we would ever believe that has fulfilled the most potential that you have in your life. None of you guys have lived up to your potential, and you know that deep down inside you're capable of more. If you want more, you got to go get more. That's it. What you got? What you got? What you guys got?
Just threw a ball in the background. I think no, man, you're absolutely right, dude. When it comes to investments, it doesn't have to be monetary gain. Okay. It could be also what it's going to prevent you from paying in the future. Like you touched before, you want to have a heart attack and pay 10 grand, go the hell ahead. You know what I mean? I don't know why people think when you invest in something, you have to actually make something. It could help you not waste something as well. Yes. So we just got to shift the mindset when it comes to that stuff, because paying for your health is much cheaper than paying for your lack of health. I'll tell you that right now.
100%.
Right. And we get caught up with the mindset of, oh, I'll worry about it when it comes to that point, right? Why not be proactive about it? So it's too late.
And who knows? It only takes one stroke or one heart attack for you to die, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes when it's too late, it literally is too late. Sometimes you get a second chance. Sometimes you don't. It's serious,
nuts. I'm glad you went there, because it's nuts how many people think that having a heart attack is like, it's okay because you'll have a second chance. And like, you nailed it, dude. Like if you have a massive heart attack, and there are so many people that die on heart attack number 1. There's also people that have 15 or 20 heart attacks in their lifetime and still don't die of a heart attack. And so you never know. Life is not about second chances, man. Like, is it cool to have a second chance? Yeah. Do I believe in second chances in certain situations? 100%, dude. Like, did Michael Vick turn his whole life around after he had like one of the most crazy scandals we've ever heard of? Is he out there serving the community and like showing remorse and like he's a good dude now? Hell yeah, dude. Like, second chances are great, but when it comes to health, you can't bank on that. You can't rely on the fact that, oh, well, if I have a heart attack, I'll get this together. Like, that's not, no. Like, if that's your mindset, you're in the wrong group, dude. We're not about that here.
The problem with that is,
even in the free group, like, that's just not it.
Yeah, people that get heart attacks, what they don't understand is, dude, when you have a heart attack, you're not just like, oh, damn, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna go drive to the hospital now. Dude, I know somebody personally who had a heart attack and he died because nobody was around.
Yep.
Everyone was upstairs and he was the only one downstairs, and they found his body in the middle of the doorway, the sliding door to the backyard, because he had a heart attack right when he was walking in the door, collapsed, died.
Happens,
and nobody even knew. He was there for how long before somebody eventually paused their Netflix or whatever the hell they were doing, came downstairs and like, oh, damn,
he's dead.
You know,
yep.
He's dead. So it's not even just if you have a heart attack. You might have had a chance if you went to the hospital soon enough, but who knows? If you're by yourself and you have a heart attack, then what?
Yeah, it's sad.
Then what?
It's sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to end on a negative note.
No way. But I'm just saying, this is a serious matter, man.
It is a serious matter, man.
It's like the reality.
You guys got any, man, tonight represents a second chance for anyone who hasn't started. Yes, you are right, Jason. Well said, my man. And medications are expensive, from Steve. Dude, you guys got to realize, man, we're here to help you. And if you want help, now's the time to raise your hand. The promotion we're running right now, like if you hop on the phone with us, we decide it's a good match. The second call, we're going to blow your mind, man. Like you come join forces with us. It's go time. That's it. That's the reality, man. And so let's I'm going to talk a little bit about what that would look like, and we'll kind of go there. I know we're running short on time. I have put the calendar link in the comments if you're ready to book a call. Again, 15-minute call. Nothing is for sale on call number 1. We're not even going to talk anything about buying anything. It's, hey, can we help you? Let's talk, right? So if you're not ready to book that link, or if you're not ready to click that link, you want to hear from one of us, we're happy to talk a little bit in Messenger, and then we can go, then we can go to the next step if you'd rather do that. So go ahead. Like, if you want to do that, type the word hire, HIRE, in the comments now. And either myself or Zach, Anthony, one of us will reach out to you, ask you a couple questions, and then we'll talk about, hey, like, you ready for the call? The bottom line is this: like, if you want to skip to the line, let's get the party started. You already know we're your guys. We want action takers, man. We want you to come in and hit the ground running. You don't hire us to put a Band-Aid on your problems. That's not who we are. We can give you the tools to get to where you want to be, but you got to hold up your end of the bargain. It's a partnership. It is not 6 weeks to six-pack abs. It is not fad diet. It is, you come learn our system, integrate it into your life, and watch what you become. I guarantee you that you're not going to just get healthy. You're going to want more out of life. There are plenty of guys in our program right now. When I say plenty, there's 35 dudes over there, right? When I say plenty, there's a good chunk of guys that are yearning for more, right? Like, let's talk Larry for a minute. I don't know if Larry's on here. You seen Larry's posts lately? This dude, like 3 months ago, was like, didn't zero motivation, like talking about, maybe one day I'll get to the gym. Now he's posting selfies at the gym, talking about how like people are checking him out in the gym, how good he feels, how he's
and
under,
he's under
190,
200, like he's under 200 now.
Yeah, dude. It's so like the mindset stuff is such an amazing thing to see. And I will tell you, like, you gain one thing from us other than getting healthy. You fix this and like your whole life is going to change. And that's it. So type the word hire, HIRE, if you want to have that conversation with one of us. Otherwise, the link is in the comments. Their link is also in the description of this live stream. Any of you guys can click that link, get on our calendar, man. And we're more than happy to have a conversation with you. Let's see. Any other questions? One friend of mine, one friend of mine found dead at his desk at 4:20. Another friend died while his wife was out shopping. Heart attacks are serious business. You're right, Jeff, and I'm sorry to hear that, man. The reality is they're very serious. They could be life or death, or they could be really, really freaking expensive. And I've seen the bill from a heart attack. This is if you go into the hospital, have a heart attack that's treated, you get a heart cath, maybe you get a stent or two. You're only in there for 2 days, and you come out with a bill that's over 5 figures, like way over 5 figures. You have a heart attack that ends up needing surgery. You go in for a bypass. Maybe you have a bypass times 1, 2, 3, whatever. You hear double, quadruple bypass. You have one of those, and you're in the hospital for a week. You better believe that bill is going to be a hell of a lot more than 5 figures. So we're talking scary, scary stuff when we talk heart attacks. It's the leading cause of death in our country. And what is the number one leading risk factor for having a heart attack? Obesity. It's sad, man, and it is. Yeah. So we didn't want to go the fear tactics. That's not what we're here.
It's not fear
scare
tactics.
Is not what we're about.
It's just reality.
It is reality.
There's no scare tactics here. These are just all facts.
It's facts, man.
Literally
so
just facts.
Here's the thing, guys. We're stacking wins. That's all it is. We're stacking wins every single day. PRs, weight loss,
that's all we're seeing,
muscle gain, mindset,
it's
accountability, friends, brotherhood, all that stuff.
Win after win after win. Like, seeing these guys post motivates the hell out of me, dude. Like, Rick messaged me before he put the one in the dad's group. He's like, hey, I know you, we've talked podcasts, we talked live stream. Like, you want me to hold off? I was like, dude, no, we're going to continue to celebrate you, man. You're crushing life. Like, throw it in there, and we're still going to do all that stuff. I didn't break that news to you guys, but what I want to do is have Rick come on and do one of our Sunday jam sessions with us, dude. Not even do like an interview where I bring him on, like him come on with all 3 of us, and we just cut it up with him, man. And I'm excited. So we'll get something on the calendar there. Any of you guys come into the program and absolutely show us what you're made of, and show us that you're there to work and put in the hard work. Dude, we'll talk about bringing you on the podcast. Would you guys like to be on our podcast, the Dad Bod Pod? A lot of you guys listen to the podcast. How cool if you were a guest on our podcast, man. Like, I would love to come and be able to celebrate you guys on the show. Come and hang out with Zach and Anthony and I and cut it up for 30, 45 minutes on the weekend, man, and just chill. Like, that's what we would love to do. And so, yeah, man, like that's we're pumped for him, and we're pumped for every other guy in the community that just continues to show up every day and crush it. That's what we're about. We're a results-driven experience. It's not a weight loss program, but as you see, the secondary results of everything that Rick is doing, and all the other guys that are killing it. Charles is crushing it right now too, man. Like, these guys are, it's impressive, and it just makes us proud, right? As the leaders of the community. That's what we're here to do, man. That's what fuels our fire. So, any last comments, man? Questions?
Not that I see, except
yeah.
Gary.
I think we're good.
Ron says, yeah. So Ron, Zach answered it. Yeah. So Ron, Zach answered it with the bonus piece. So yeah, it would be more than 6 months. The Unleash Your Legacy portion of this is a 6-month high-level program. This is where we're going to have a lot of face-to-face time, man. You're going to see a lot of us. We're going to be talking a lot to you. and guiding you through this process, man. Like nobody needs to go at this alone. You want to lean into a brotherhood of guys that are going to be there to lift you up, man. Unleash Your Legacy could potentially be for you. But with that said, we don't just throw you to the wolves, dude. Like, yes, there is some transition phase after that. The expectation is that those guys come in for the 6 months, you learn the system, and you should be pretty independent with the concepts. At that time, though, after 6 months, we kind of reevaluate everything. We'll do a graduation call and then really talk about what the next steps are beyond what we already have in store, right? So we stay in contact with all of our clients. We don't have repeat clients. That's one thing that we really pride ourselves in. And so, if we ever do have a repeat client, I'm going to be a little bit bitter about it. And I'm sure these guys are too, man. Like we want to be the last stop, as Anthony likes to say. It's a permanent solution. This is not not 6 weeks to 6-pack abs at all. So, guys, want to add anything else before what about form with workouts, Steve? Yeah, when we do workouts, man, and look at Charles, is all we do is win. Yeah, man. Charles, if I could, hey, this is a funny side note. If I could pull that song up and play it for you right now, just to celebrate your recent success, I would. But guess what Facebook does when you do that? If you play a song on a live stream that the rights are owned by somebody else, they will shut that part of the live stream down. So you guys have a blacked out part. Yeah, I learned that in another group, man. It's pretty wild. So Steve, in terms of workouts, and this is really for all of you guys, when you partner with us and Unleash Your Legacy, everything is fully customized, man. Your entire workout will be dialed out for you day by day. Meet the Parents reference there. But everything will be lined out for you inside of our app. You have access to the app now because you're in Man Up. But there's a demonstration video for every single exercise that's going to show you exactly how to do the form. We'll walk you through any of equipment that you potentially would need in the beginning. We always start with resistance bands if you didn't have any equipment at home, and then we'll graduate you from there. We'll talk about all those little nuances. But yeah, everything is customized out for you. There is no guesswork when you go to the gym or you do your home workout. It's all lined out exactly to a T for you. We've got guys that come in and we got guys that come in and do the entire program from home. We got guys that come in and do, a split. Gyms were closed for a while, and then they opened up, and then they closed, and then they opened up. So all depends. Again, it's very individualized based on you. Again, core concepts that we teach, and then every single person is treated as such. There are no robots in our community. So you guys got anything to add, man? I think this is good. I think you guys that are still tuning in, did you guys get some value tonight, even though we talked a lot about our program? That's not our normal MO, man. But if you guys want to talk about that, dude, tap that link, get a spot on Zach or I's calendar, or type the word hire, HIRE, in the comments now. One of us will reach out and have that conversation with you. But you guys got anything else to add before we check out, before we close shop tonight?
Man, I just want these guys to take action, man. That's something that we always talk about. We have just a little over 2 months until summer. And you got to remember, once the summer's over, you never get this summer back.
No.
So we're looking for imperfect action takers, man. We're not looking for people who are perfectionists trying to make excuses as to why they can't start yet. We want people to be the best version of themselves. And with that comes imperfect action.
We'll give you the tools. All you got to do is take the action.
That's it. We give you the blueprint. All you got to do is do it. Can't get any easier than that, to be completely honest. Mm-hmm. We're just a few guys trying to create better husbands, better brothers, better
friends,
better friends, better coworkers, better fathers, better men. That's really what it comes down to. A byproduct of all this is you become a healthier, more good-looking version of yourself. But ultimately, you will become a leader in your community. Like I said, whether you like it or not. And it's a great thing because you're going to be influencing people, and you're going to be helping us by us helping you, because you're going to help others want to do the same. We're out here trying to help America, man. Like I said before, 73% of Americans over age of 20 are overweight or obese. So you're actually helping us by influencing other people to help get that number down, because we ultimately just want America to be a healthier America. We're the greatest country in the world, so we can't be living with these mediocre standards. So
yeah,
we
the
just want
program
wins.
is called Unleash Your Legacy for a
Yeah.
reason, dude. Right?
Right,
Like
right. Not unleash mediocrity.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Because look, you're going to unleash your legacy. You're going to become the most elite version of yourself, or you're going to be well on your way to doing that.
Mhm.
The mindset piece. I was telling a guy today that I talked to, I was like, you don't understand. Like, yeah, we're going to get you healthy. We're going to give you the tools. You fix those 6 inches between your ears, you're going to become an unstoppable force. And unless you believe in yourself to do so, and he was doubting himself in the beginning of the call. He's like, you know what? You're right. Like, I just need to believe in myself, because at the end of the day, I've just doubted myself for so long. I was like, dude, we'll help you with that. We'll get rid of that nonsense, those limiting beliefs. We'll eliminate them right off the bat and show you what's possible, show you what you're capable of, because a lot of you guys don't realize what you're capable of until you get an environment like that. So cool. All right. Well,
Yeah, I got one quick thing to add. So just last minute, for those of you guys that are still on, this private community, nobody else has 3 experts. Nobody else cares as much as we care. Nobody else shares their wins and has an accountability group and a brotherhood like we do. And that's why all these guys are winning right now. And we don't ask these guys to come on in these live calls and tell, we're not paying them under the table. We're not doing anything like that. They come on because they want you guys to know how good this is, how much we're helping, how great the results are. And they want to pay it forward, just like you guys are saying, and they want you guys to understand. So it's not us asking them to come on, anything like that. You can reach out to them and ask them themselves. They say, hey, we just want you guys to know how great this is. So
yeah,
I want you guys to know that and understand that. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up, because I had a guy, one of our new guys today. He's like, hey, man, can you help me with like when to know, like the emails, the text, all this stuff? I was like, yeah, I'll clarify that, dude. I was like, we don't email and text and unleash your legacy. So don't pay, like, if all of that stuff is confusing you, opt out and we'll get you added back in a year after our business is done, so that you can stay in the free group and stay plugged in with us. But and so yeah, he's like, thank you so much, because I see you coming from every area, every angle. I just don't know what I need to take action on. I'm like, dude, you're already in. We got your back. Don't worry about it. So love it. So awesome, man. Well, you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for showing up here for this live stream tonight. Obviously, our normal MO is not to sell, but look, we believe firmly in what we do. You guys know that we're here to make a difference in the world. We're here to change lives. And if you want your life changed, you want to be work with a team of 3 professionals, just like Anthony said, man. Like, you're not going to find a team like this out there. There is not another program like this. We do market research in our industry. You got to get a lot of single run operations out there. You got 3 experts. You guys are lucky to have a group like this, man. Even at the free level, with only 3,000 guys. Zach's alluded to this before. There's a lot of health and fitness groups out there with 20, 50, 80, 100,000 people. It's just littered with garbage. We have a thriving community in this free group, and you guys you should be grateful to be a part of it, man. And there's a lot of great uplifting guys in here. So leverage this group, man. If you don't ever come join us, no big deal. But if you want to, man, again, type the word hire in the comments now. We'll reach out, click that link, schedule a quick chat with us. And we'll see if we can get the ball rolling for you, man, and help you become the most elite version of yourself. So that's what we have tonight. See you guys next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. We promise to bring the heat and the value, and you guys crush it the rest of this week. We'll see you soon.